So 4b, in this half chapter, we saw masculine first declension nouns. Right? So some first declension nouns are going to be masculine. The form of the noun, its nominative singular and its genitive singular form would be unique. Right? Its genitive singular is the same as a second declension, right? OU. But of course, it's going to have the masculine article, not the feminine article. Right? So for most of the forms that have what you recognize as a first declension ending, but have a masculine article, that's telling you that it's a masculine noun, right? Despite the fact that it's first declension. We also saw feminine second declensions, so there's some of those as well. And those nouns are going to form just like any other second declension noun. The only difference would be you have a feminine article. Right? The article tells you the gender. Remember that. It also gave you the forms for first and second declension adjectives, right? So we'll see different groups of adjectives. The first one here we're seeing are first and second declension adjectives. That means that they take first and second declension endings. We talked about this. They also gave you the forms of megas and polus, right, which are basically first and second adjectives, just with those couple peculiarities that we talked about. Okay, so let's go ahead and we talked a little bit about adverbs as well, right? Um, so in these first four lines, let me I just mentioned adverbs. I hadn't marked any. Let's go ahead and mark the adverbs here. Okay. All right. So first paragraph. Hey de marine ti legate o pilai ara aletos hertain poiusin hoi atenaioi eo men malista etelo altain terrain sude o melita ara kaisu eteles terrain aludunatoniston kalapos gar estin ho aner ae gar pone kai spanios etele ienai pros to astu. All right, so as I said, the verbs are in red. A few first and second adjectives here are in green, and those adverbs are just marked in red highlighting. Okay, so first sentence, right? It's a statement. So, hey de Marine. So, Marine says, does it give us a says here? Maybe not, probably just implied. So, what does she say? T legate. So, T we know can be what or why. What's going to sound right here? So, legate, not the imperative here. Clearly, it's a you plural verb, right? A second person plural verb. It's in a question, so it's got to be. So, what are you saying, oh Peli, friends? Right? The AI tells you they're female friends, right? So, what are you saying, oh friends? Vocative here. Ara, you recall, just indicates we have a question here. Okay, so what's her next verb? Poiusin. Okay, who's poiusining? The nominative hoi atenaioi. Okay, so this is a substantive adjective, the Athenians. Right? I could also say the Athenian people. Right? People's kind of implied here. Right? So this is a substantive adjective. It's an adjective that's acting like a noun because its object is clearly implied or understood. Right? I know these are the Athenian people. We don't have to say the word people. So Athenaioi becomes a noun in effect, a substantive adjective. Just like the national anthem, Land of the Free, Home of the Brave. The free and the brave, they're substantive adjectives. So the Athenians, right, and this of course is a first and second adjective, right? It's a second declension ending because it refers to either all men or to a mixture of males and females. So here it's a mixture of males and females, right? The Athenians. Right? A first declension ending would mean it's all feminine, right? All female. All right, so the Athenians, Payusin, they're doing a Heritain, a festival. So they're celebrating a festival, we would probably say. Right? Payusin, basically, a do idea, but in the context here, doing a festival, we would probably say celebrating a festival. All right, so semicolon, so it's a question. So are the Athenians alatos? That's an adverb, right? A lot of adverbs are going to end in omega s, right? We already know it's a question because of ara too, right? So are the Athenians alatos really or truly celebrating a festival? All right, men. So ego, I, the verb is etelo, I want. All right, an infinitive to complete the thought. Terrain, to see. It's E contract. I want to see the accusative. Altain. Right, the pronoun a feminine it. Why is it feminine? Because the antecedent is he, her, te. Right, a feminine. So a feminine ending on altain. Right, these not adverbs, these pronouns we will see completely in the upcoming chapter. Right, but you recognize the eta new ending as a feminine, right? Because it's referring to a feminine noun, heritain. Right, so if this was masculine, it would be halton or alton, on. Okay, so to see it, right? Molly saw very much, right? That's also an adverb here. It's not an omega s, so I didn't mark that. That's what we're trying to emphasize in this chapter. But this is also an adverb, right? It's a form you haven't seen of it yet, right? So don't worry. So I want very much to see it. Okay, day we're linking. So you, or maybe and you, oh Melissa, vocative Melissa. Okay, Ara, another question. Kaisu, do you be Kai also here? Can that be also? So do you also, eteles, want to see? Eteles, EIS, you know it's you singular, which fits with the su we're already given, right? So do you also, Kai, eteles, wish terrain to see? Question mark. Aludonatonisten. So ow, right? The A drops off in front of the other vowel, replaced by an apostrophe. It's called elision. I'm not sure we've talked about that yet, but we will if we haven't. But it is dunaton. It is not possible. Dunaton here is another first and second adjective. It's modifying a dummy neuter it. By a dummy neuter it, I mean it's not actually there. It's implied. It is not possible, right? And that would be a neuter idea. So it's not possible. Right? So neuter nouns, an adjective modifying a neuter noun, or in this case, an implied neuter noun, of course, takes second declension neuter endings. So on, omega nu. No, omicron nu. Okay, kalapos gar est in ho on air. So gar for, okay, essence or verb, the subject is ho on air. So for the man or the husband, my husband is kalapos, difficult. First and second adjective, right? A second declension ending because it's modifying a masculine, ho on air. The ho tells you it's masculine. Right? And ho on air is nominative, so kalapos is nominative. Ho on air is singular, so kalapos is singular, right? Adjectives and nouns match in gender, number, and case, right? And thank goodness they do, or else it'd be impossible to read this, right? That's how we know which adjectives goes with which adjectives go with which nouns. So for ae pone, he always works, right? E contract pone. And spanios, another adverb with omega s, common adverb bending. We want to get down. And he rarely wants EA9. This is an infinitive you haven't seen yet. Notice how similar it is to A9 to be, right? Just the I and the E are switched. So EA9 to go, pros toastu, to the city, right? We'll see much more about this verb later. Don't worry. All right, so let's do the rest of this and go over it. Until next time.